to give and give and give in relationships of my finances, and so I'm trying to be more mindful of that.
Provide for you, like you don't need to work. I'll provide for you. I want to be able to look.
I feel like you have to
it's one of your it's one of your kinks.
It's
to
not,
look
but
after
not
somebody
100%.
financially.
I'm not saying that I have, but in reality, I'm in a lot of debt.
So here's the thing with these two, right? Dempsey saying that, hey, you said that you wanted to be the provider. Why are you going back on your word now? Statler, on the other hand, is saying, listen, I get that. And ideally, I would want to do that because I love to give. Babe, like, I'm broke. You know, I don't have any money. Like, you know, when you wanted extra money for the car, I even expressed then. I didn't have much. So she had to find a way to get money from somewhere. You know, when a relationship becomes about money, that's when the relationship, in my opinion, starts to go downhill. In fact, I feel like when a relationship becomes about money, that can arguably even be a deal breaker on both sides. Because some couples can't recover from that financial conflict in their relationship. Money is the root to evil in some situations. And in relationships, yeah, money can easily become the root to the evil of that relationship. But we continue.
Long term, I want us to both be able to have jobs.
Dempsey.
Extra $6,000 out in like an advance at work. It's both to have money coming in some ways.
I know that wherever I go, I will always find a way to make money. It's just.
So here's the thing. Statler is obviously trying to go back to what she said previously on the tell-all, the previous season of that they were on, you know, regarding them obviously having both of them having incomes. Which, listen, for me, I'm all for that. I think, listen, if a household can have two incomes, that is fantastic. The more money you have between each other, the more you can do, you know what I mean? And I think personally, if you're both out there doing what you can to work, you know what I mean? I just feel like that's a cool thing to do. But some people's circumstances aren't as simple as that, which I completely understand. By the end of the day, in this situation, both of them have that ability to go off and work. But obviously Dempsey's clinging on to the fact that Statler said once upon a time that she likes to basically look after people and basically be the breadwinner, which could have been taken out of context. She might have just said, listen, I just like to be given. Do you know what I mean? Some people love to be given, but it doesn't mean that they don't want you to not work, you know what I mean? And Statler definitely said that she wants them to both work. So Dempsey's running with something completely different. But now they're on the road and now they're recognizing how expensive it's going to be in terms of the fuel and anything like that. Statler needs this, she needs closure, she needs clarification, she needs to know what is the plan financially moving forward, because she knows that right now money can't keep coming out of her pocket because her pockets aren't deep like that. In fact, they're the complete opposite. But then obviously, so therefore she's thinking, okay, so how are we going to make extra work? Or make extra money? Dempsey's saying that, listen, I'll figure it out. When we're out on the road, I'll just find a job somewhere somehow. Statler's there, yeah, but what job though? What are you gonna look for? Statler's like, Dempsey's like, listen, I'll just find something. I can always make it work. It's just how I run things. And to be honest with you, in this situation, I think Statler needs to kind of put her own personality to the side and be like, you know what? I'm gonna trust you. Let's see what's happening. But this is the problem though. There is no trust in this relationship, and that's why Statler isn't willing to trust the process of what Dempsey's trying to say here, which I can understand. You know, without trust, it's peak.
The way that I am, it's just the way that I live.
First time I'm hearing that she, you know, had extra money. I didn't know she had extra money from her car, or we're not going to get the van. So I put myself in an uncomfortable position with my boss, asking.
I mean, listen, it's a bit wild though that Dempsey does all of a sudden come out with this information about how she's got money. You know, she had a car that she sold and she got extra money there. Meanwhile, she was stressing at the Statler for, you know, giving her more money for this van life. Yeah, I would feel robbed. I definitely would have a lot of trust issues.
For more money, and I feel let down. I feel betrayed. I feel like she kept this from me, and she's just kind of flying past it like it's not a big deal.
I mean, that's what Dempsey does, but at the same time, though, Statler, I believe that this trait that Dempsey has of acting as if something isn't whatever, she's probably been doing this in your relationship for a while, but you've happily ignored it. And therefore, you've allowed her to continue doing it. So you have to take that accountability.
Over. Debt and the sole breadwinner, so it's a huge weight on my shoulders. I somehow have less than her, but I'm contributing more. Like,
I ain't gonna lie to you, that's a line. I have less than her, but I'm somehow contribute. I can't even say the black word. Could be more. That's a wild one. And then she finished off by saying, that says a lot about me. To be honest with you, that says that also at the same time, you know, Statler is the root of probably a lot of her own problems. You know, she's too naive, too blind. She allows a lot of things to happen, and then boom, bam, they come in, then they start to bite her in the ass, give or take.
Freaking out about money, but still had some from your car sale, and were like keeping it for yourself.
Said to you, if it would make you more comfortable, write up a letter, I'll sign it. If anything happens between us, the van goes 50-50.
Yes, so obviously, you know, Statler's now bringing up the conversation about how comes the van was in your name, not my name. I'm the one that paid the most, so what the hell is going on, okay? You know, and obviously, as you heard right there, she's obviously suspicious to the fact that Dempsey had money this whole time, and she hasn't said a single word, which respectfully, Statler has every right to be annoyed by that. She has every right to question that, you know? You make me feel like as if I need all the money, but yet you got a couple hundred laying around. Like, what the hell's going on? You know what I mean? And that's why at least anybody would feel the way Statler feels. You'd feel like, oh, maybe you was clearly keeping this money for yourself. Like, I don't know who wouldn't feel like that in this situation, you know?
And that's just not something you took upon yourself to do.
I don't remember that conversation. It's me thinking worst case scenario. These intrusive thoughts that come in that are like, she's taking you on a ride. Yeah, she says she loves you, but like, this is all a scam.
You know, intrusive thoughts can sometimes be bad and sometimes they can be good. Sometimes your intrusive thoughts are telling you the truth of what behavior you're allowing to happen. And sometimes they're just telling you, you know, the complete opposite of how you can just go and do some madness. You know what I'm saying? And some people really do live through their intrusive thoughts, sadly so. And then there's some people that should, but don't. Depends on the context. It depends on what and how it's going to benefit you in the right way. You know what I mean? In the healthy way. But just need to go back to a little second here. Hold on a minute.
Remember that conversation? It's me thinking.
Yes, the part where she talked about, I don't remember this conversation. So obviously, Dempsey's letting her know that, listen, I gave you the option to, you know, write up a letter, so therefore this van can be in both our names. So if anything happens, whatever, you know, we're both liable for whatever. But obviously, she's saying Statler didn't do that. Statler said, I don't remember this conversation, which I do believe because wait, what? I believe the conversation probably happened. And I believe that Statler just doesn't remember it, because this isn't the first time that we have witnessed Statler not remember something. She has a tendency to say, yeah, I don't remember that conversation. You know what I mean? So that's something that I feel like she needs to kind of look into. Why doesn't she remember things sometimes? Is it due to the fact that, you know, her brain's always moving at this speed? The things overlap each other, and then boom, bam, she starts to forget certain things. Yeah, but to be fair, I feel like she needs to kind of look into it, because when it happens, she's very oblivious to it. And I feel like if she can look into it, she can learn about it, and then maybe start to, you know, bring in mechanisms that can allow her to actually remember things and to be able to absorb information at times when she needs to, because she can't continue living life like that.
Worst case scenario, these intrusive thoughts that come in that are like, she's taking you on a ride.
She's taking you on a ride, sorry.
Yeah, she says she loves you, but like, this is all a scam.
You trust me, then the relationship won't last very long. I don't want to be with someone who doesn't trust me.
I mean, listen, at the end of the day, nobody should want to be with anybody that doesn't trust them, you know? But at the same time, Dempsey also has to take accountability to why Statler does not trust you. These two need to have a conversation of why Statler's feeling this way. If they can have that conversation, and then she can give Statler the reassurance that she needs, well, then you won't have this issue with trust moving forward. But the fact that there's a conversation around trust and it's been avoided and the answers are not being given, well, therefore Statler is going to continue being this way. And that's purely because Dempsey isn't really willing to have that conversation properly, because she does get a bit defensive when it happens. You know, when Statler asks her questions, all she's got to do is answer them honestly and not get all defensive about it, but instead she's defensive about it. And when somebody doesn't trust you, if you become defensive, yeah, that person's going to be like, you know what I mean? But nonetheless though, let me know your thoughts and we can talk about it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and of course, peace.